Okay, so for those of you who would like to see me actually create the citation list that I used in the former video, this is the video for you. Let's get started. We clicked the little plus sign for add a new citation list. We've given it a title, we create it, and it's going to show up now at the very top of the page. Again, over time you will create lots and lots and lots and lots of citations. Let's start with this one. Now everything I do is going to show up in this particular folder, which is great because we don't want citations to just go lollygag wherever they want to go. Alright, so as I told you before, what I did to find facts was that I went to Google and I just began asking questions. And I left those windows open like I do because I don't ever want to forget where I just was and how to get back there. So let's take a look at this first one together. This one showed those statistics for how many high school students were dropouts and so forth. So I copy this. Now this is from site contributors. So there's not an author for this particular file, but there is a date, December the 11th, 2020. All right, so let's go ahead and go over here to EasyBib. We're going to create that citation. This is a website, so we're just going to paste that right in there. And let me scoot out of here. We're going to click search. Give EasyBib a minute to look for it. And it found it. If it did not find the citation or the website that I was visiting, then I would just click Create the Manual Citation. But this time it did find this, so let's click Cite It. It's going to give up the information that they located, which is awesome. Click Continue. Now we're going to add any information that we need. As you can see, this is way too long, this title. We can use a shortened title. So let's just do the first part of that title. And as we know, it's going to be contributors. If it had an author, then we put first name and last name. There it's going to show the website title, and this is California Education. And what was that date that we found over here? That's right, December 11th, 2020. If I wanted to make this an annotated bibliography for future use to let myself remember where it was that I was, I can add an annotation there. Remember, any annotations that I add need to be removed before I create the final citation page. And I complete the citation, and it shows up, and it wanted more information about the author, so I'm just going to ignore this. All right, there we have it. Let's go to the next one. This one. Okay, copy this. Back to EasyBib. Create the citation. It's a website. This is an example of one that EasyBib was unable to find. No problem. We will just add the information. There's that URL. And we're going to go back over here to the actual article. This won't take a second. Scroll up to the top. NC. We're going to type this in. There's the title. Copy. Back over here in the EasyBib. This is the title. And we know that there is an author because look down here. So we're going to go with Marilyn Binkley et al. Let's go over here and just add those in over here where it says there's little Maryland, and we're going to add this other one. Okay, so there we have our little information. We just have to find the year. Couldn't find an exact date, but we know it's 2020. And we click Complete the Citation. And there it is. Marilyn and Trevor and their little statistics. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here's an example of a website that I didn't really use, but I looked at it. And if I looked at it, I need to include it. So let's go over here. We're going to create a citation. It's a website. And we're going to paste in the URL. Hope to goodness that it finds it. And it did. Yay! I always love it when it finds it for me. But I looked at it, so I absolutely have to do that. So this is way too long for the title, so we're going to shorten that title again. I'll just keep the title like it is because we're looking at school-aged children, so let's just leave it at that. We scroll down there and we see that this was July 24, 2020. Lori Leakins. So let's go ahead and fill those little boxes in. There's little Lori. There's our date. Complete the citation. And there we go. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, and we will just go here, copy this. Let's go over here to EasyBib, create a citation. That's a website. And I'm going to paste, search, hope for the best. It found it. And continue. Let's capitalize the words in the title. Okay, and this has the staff writers. Everything's done on this one. How nice. Complete the citation. Let's go on to the next one. Okay. This was a neat little database, wasn't it? These are all the on-campus daycare services provided by all these schools. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, let's go over here. Create a citation. Website. It's actually a database, but it's a database on a website, so let's see if it's going to show up. It did. It found it. Okay, continue. Here we go. We need to capitalize these. We need to find the date of publication. I'll be right back. Okay, so we capitalized the words in the title. These are contributors since it's a database. And it's from 2020. And complete the citation. Okay, let's move on to... I'm so glad this thing keeps popping up. This is that CNN article. There we go. And that was written by our little Megan. Okay, on September 17th, 2020. So let's see what happens if we take the whole URL, we copy it, go to EasyBib, create a citation. It's from a website. Paste, search, hope to goodness it found it. Let's see what all it found to fill in. Okay, and I shortened this to I'm constantly failing. Okay, if the reader wants to see the entire thing, we have the full citation page right there. It's all set, and complete the citation. Okay, and then we have this one. This is where that all those research statistics came from. And it found it. and it's going to be contributors as well. Lovely. 2020. And complete the citation. Okay. See if it's going to find this one for us. Oh, it found it this time. Yay. Okay, so way too much going on there, isn't there? So let me clean this up. I'll be right back. So I just shortened it to that. Staff writers. Here's the URL. So if the reader wants to get all the details, they can go there and find all the complete details there. And that one's done. Okay, and this was that that little quote from the blog. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see if it finds it. It may not. We always hope for the best. It came from a website. And let's see if it finds it. Fingers crossed. There you go. Found it. And we got to put his name in right there. Okay, so I capitalized the title, added his name exactly as he has it submitted. Okay, 2021, and complete the citation. And we knew that was 2021 by scrolling down to the bottom of the site and finding that date. Okay. That completes our citations as far as that introduction goes. And we're just going to look this over to see if anything needs to change. It all looks good. Looks good. Okay. Then all we do is we click Export. And we always remember to click Word. Let me scroll down here. And we click Export. And right down here you see where that is opening up in Works Cited in a Word document. I enable editing, and now I can make sure that everything is all nice and tidy on here, and I'm ready to go. As I continue through the project, if I continue to add items to my citation page, then I will continue to add items. EasyBib will automatically alphabetize them for me. And then when I click the Works Cited, I'll be able to check everything, make sure that nothing looks goofy on there, and I'm all set to go. And that is how the citation page was created.